markets are melting. What's happening? No, please. My logs got liquidated. Well, we have an answer to why the markets are down, and might be a good time to get in some longs. Believe it or not, might be a good time to get in some longs. Why are the markets bleeding? It's not just crypto and Bitcoin, obviously, as Bitcoin is currently at sub $118,000. We'll look at some key pivotal levels for Bitcoin. Could we see a potential bounce in the near future? We know why the markets went down. We also have stock market down as well, but I believe we bought the bottom. I'll talk about I'll show you guys what we're talking about. We have 3 projects. BitTensor got to $400 this morning. Zcash continues its rally, and Rob has done what no other man, woman, or anyone could have done. Brought Dash back to life. $43 Dash. We're going to take a look at the privacy sector. Are there any other privacy coins that have a lot of potential upside like Dash and Monero and Zcash? We're going to talk about predictions markets and how the largest banks in the world are coming together to launch their own stable coin. We have that and much, much more on today's episode of Sin City Crypto. Let's go.
Hola! Is your boy Big Rob back in the house. Welcome to Sin City Crypto, home of the entertainment-focused cryptocurrency content. We take old, boring, stale information and, well, we Christmas wrap it up in a fun and sexy, all kinds of all-time highs kind of way. Well. A lot of volatility in the markets today. You got...
Hold on. Felix said Kamala Harris should have been president. Oh, that's funny.
Got Dash moving up.
Yeah. We'll get into that in a second.
Brought that up a little while ago. Also, you got Zcash. Zcash is doing his thing, man. This thing doesn't stop. And then Bitcoin flirting with 117 here. Was at 117 a couple times in the last hour. Where does this end up tumbling down to? Does it find support here? Does it go further down? Do we see 115? I don't know, man. I don't know. When you throw in trade wars and stock market drops, it's hard to try to put your finger on what will happen to Bitcoin. What does that mean? But that's why we're here. We're trying to unpack all the info and find out what the hell is going on. So, how you feeling, bro?
Feeling kind of hot. It's a little hot in here. I was just checking the thermostat. You hear that? AC just turned on. It's about to get real cold in here.
Wow. You're going to have to loosen some more buttons.
Please don't. Seaton said this drop is exactly what we wanted. The 2 weeks after next will be big. Maybe. Let's talk about what the hell happened. Well, here's the stock market. Dow Jones down 500 points, S&P down 1.6%, NASDAQ getting annihilated, minus 2.28%, Russell 2K down 2%, volatility up, the VIX is up 25%, which is obviously what you don't want to see. And then we have our friend Bitcoin, our beautiful, lovely, deep liquidity Bitcoin. It is approaching a key level, 117,490. Why is that a key level? Well, you guys know I love the fibs, and you guys know I love 50. 50 Cent, the rapper. What else 50 is there? It's
50 Cent, so.
You don't like the rapper 50 Cent?
Love him, yeah.
Great song.
Yes.
Find me in the club, bottle full of booze.
That video when it came out, he was driving down the strip with the Escalade doors. With
Many Men. You know Many Men?
And this song
Trump
sucked.
played that song. Trump played that song. Anyways, so we have on the Bitcoin chart here on the daily our 50% fib level. We drew this from our low of 108.6 up to our local high of 126.379. And so we're expecting a bounce there. Let's throw on our high liquidity points. Let's see where people are stepping in to buy. there's any at these levels. We have one sitting down at 112K. This is around 43,000 Bitcoin was bought. Further down at 107, around 108. We have another 47,000 Bitcoin that has been bought and sold. We can throw on our Lux Algo, our price action. Looks like we are filling a gap here. Let me hide some of these. Let's go hide you, and let's hide our fib. You can see here on Lux Algo, this gap here, this fair value gap that was created on the 1st of October. This spans from around 115 up to 118.3. Now, the bottom end of that gap, if it gets filled, we're heading down to 115. I don't know, and I don't think that's going to happen. We do have a large order block down here at around 108.7. So, big support level at 117.9, kind of where we're at now. That was our last high before we went into this bull flag pattern. We have the 50% fib level, the retracement. We expect to bounce there. We also want to know, we had a liquidity grab down here at around 114.5. This was back on the 26th of July. And then Bitcoin ultimately rallied up to that 124 level after seeing a smaller dip down to 112.7. And then when we take a look at, you guys know we've been working with this Minotaur trading bot, and this thing is so good. Looks like it might have bought the bottom again. You can take a look here. This is on the 5-minute. Now we are trading the spot. We are looking to move this over to futures in the very near future, pun intended. But it got an entry at around 118.1. So $200 off of where we are right now. You can see historically going back the activity and all the trades. And again, this is we've partnered with these guys, but the agreement was if it doesn't work, we're not going to promote it. So we're in a trial period, and we're coming to the end of that trial period. But in the meanwhile, if you guys want more info, there's been a few people that have reached out to me. There's links in the description. This is not for everyone. They won't sell it to just anyone. The best thing you can do is just literally give them set up and book a call. You can see here, sold the top, exit all the positions. Sold the top again, exit all positions. So what it does is it buys and sells in 2 to 2.5% clips. And obviously, the more volatile the markets are, the better. And this thing makes money even when Bitcoin goes down. And so essentially bringing your entry levels down as Bitcoin trends down. And then we see those 2.5%, 3% moves. It takes the profit, converts it all back into USDT and into your trading account. And so, guys, again, if you want more info, use the link in the description. Shout out to Minotaur. And then let's take a look at liquidations. Over the last 4 hours, $700 million has been liquidated from crypto. We had 2 of our long positions liquidated on Wix. Yay. Just kidding, it's not a yay, but hey. Well, you wonder why. Well, this is why. Trump is at it again. Trump is at it again with a long post here. I'm not going to read all of it, but pretty much saying, hey, China, I don't like what you're doing. And I'm going to look at putting more tariffs and potentially things that are ultimately worse. Ultimately, though, potentially painful will be a very good thing in the end for the U.S. There are many other countermeasures that are likewise under serious condition. Now, the Nobel Peace Prize was given out. And everyone expected Trump to win. Trump wanted to win. The whole Middle East thing. And well, here's the headline. Trump loses Nobel Peace Prize he shamelessly campaigned for. And then when asked why didn't President Trump win the Nobel Peace Prize, the committee chair essentially says, we only give the award to people of courage and integrity. Rob, some people are saying Trump is mad. He's big mad, so he's shaking up the markets. All jokes aside, what are your thoughts on what we're seeing now? We've seen this kind of before, right? Where it's some tweet or truth post comes out, the markets get shaken up, maybe lasts 24 hours. Sometimes it extends to 2 days. And then everyone calms down, reevaluates, and says, what are we doing? And then the markets start going back up again. Do you think something similar is happening, or do you think this is potentially bigger?
Bigger how?
Like it's more of an extended rally. I mean,
Like-
it sounds pretty serious, right? China saying any rare earth mineral things that touches anything that comes from China, we're banning the exports of, which is a lot, right? And Trump's like, fine. It's pretty much a.
I think at one point they had 1/3 of all rare earth
I
minerals.
think it was more. I think
It was 1/3 about like 4 or 5 years ago or 10 years ago. So I don't know. In recent history, it was about 1/3 of all rare earth metals. I'm pretty sure it's a little more diverse now. However, the U.S. is still way behind. We're not going to get into all that. Just simply say that, like, hey, this isn't the first time we've seen it. But I will say that when we had the start of the very first kind of tariff situation where there's threats of tariffs, we had just the threat of tariffs basically crashed the market. Now they hear the threat of retaliation on trading, rare earth, what can be exported. Now we see the markets dropping. And so Trump's threatening. It's just, when can we move past this, man?
you wish Kamala would have won.
No. God, no.
Yeah, that would have been.
Nothing against the Democrats. I just couldn't do a Kamala, man. Her debates, and you listen to her for longer than 4 minutes, it was pretty painful.
We did it, Joe.
You know, I was talking to somebody about so we have our own separate business where we rent out our studio, and we were talking about people that do short form content not being able to transition to long form content. You know, basically doing shorts on like TikTok and then going over to the podcast space that's an hour long or 2 hours long or 3 hours long, and we're just like, you guys aren't built for it. You're used to like speaking in for 1 minute and editing and picking out all the exact words to make it sound good. It's the same with Kamala, bro. She sounded good on a commercial, on a campaign commercial. You know, it sounded good when she came out, just had a couple little words scripted out. But then when you had to sit down and talk for 2 hours, you're like, what is wrong with your coherent sentences that are incoherent? They're all run-ons, and now you're rambling. Like, did you
A lot
drink?
of incoherence.
Did you drink last night? Like, what happened?
She definitely drank last night. Yeah.
Like, I just beg. I'll end it on this. I just beg, please, Democrats, get us a good candidate out there, please, for the love of God. For the love of God. I used to be a Democrat, and I haven't voted Democrat.
Bring back the Clinton Democrats.
Because they haven't rolled anybody out that I like recently, man. Anyways, I'm always going to vote for the best candidate. I don't care what party they represent. Currently, the Democrats have rolled out some interesting ones.
Very interesting.
Yes.
At least they got sombreros now. That's pretty cool. Okay. So are you, for the people watching, are you in a wait and see moment right now, or are you in a I want to buy the dip moment right now? Where are you kind of at?
I honestly, I wouldn't do much, right?
So you're wait and see.
Yeah, actually, yes.
Is there
Here's the way I look at it. From Bitcoin's perspective, and then you can just leverage this out to alts, right? Because alts are going to follow Bitcoin. There's going to be a couple exceptions, but for the most part, majority of the altcoin market you see is down with Bitcoin. So I'm just going to talk about Bitcoin's price. Will Bitcoin bounce here and go back up? Sure. Will it go to 127? No. And so for me, it's like, hey, if you wait it out and it gets back to 120, 121, it's where it was this morning, right? Early morning. It's where it was yesterday. And so for me, the upside is not very high at this exact moment, but the downside is looming. And so could we go under 117, 116, 115? I think it's on the table. I think it's more likely we go to 115 than we do 124. You see where I'm at here? And so for that reason, I'm not buying. Now, if you are shorting, I'd be careful because a lot of times Trump will spook the markets and then he'll come back and say something that'll bring it right back up.
Very true.
And so, you know, could we later this afternoon be like, hey, I did get in a call with President Xi, and we're gonna have a whatever it is, some meeting. We're gonna work out a deal. It could immediately change, and if you're in a short, you're done. Yep. So I would just if I was trading, I would look more for shorting at this moment, at least with majority of the alts.
We're pretty bottomed out on the 1 hour, dude. Take a look at this. I mean, you can't really go lower. I mean, we can stay here for a little bit. This is your momentum indicators. But yeah, I mean, 1 hour tells us we're kind of close to a bottom, if not at the bottom. Same with the 30. But we're not really seeing any reversal signs. Well, we did get a VWAP crossover to the upside on the 21 minute. 15 minute looks bearish. So does a 10, 5. Yeah. So no real signs of a bounce on the very low time frame. So
yeah, I mean, we are at 117.7, right? And so we are trying to put in a bottom. It's just a question of when it hits.
Well, we have a pretty big level at 117 even. 116.938. It's a high time frame support level. This was this red line right here. I know there's a lot of lines, but 116.9, this is where Bitcoin essentially got rejected twice and then kind of blew through it, created that gap, and then now it's seeing a little bit of a retracement. If the 50 doesn't hold, the gold pocket sits between 114.8 and 115.4. So keep your eye on that. And then 786 is at 112.5 with some confluence there, with another big support level for Bitcoin. Previous resistance, current support at 112. So we have tons of support levels above $110,000. If for some reason that doesn't hold, we have strong bids coming in at 108. And when I say strong bids, very strong bids. We had a 10% rally off of 108. And then ultimately, the last one, this was a 16% rally off of 108. So I'm, I mean, and also if you look here on the daily, it's like Bitcoin is looking to complete this W pattern here. How deep will this bull flag go? I don't know, but still bullish on the macro setups. I know some people mention RSI on the weekly time frame, and we can take a peek. I'll be doing the trading show today. So we'll be breaking more of this down on the trading show. And also I'll be joining TradeFly on his show later today as well. So you get me 3 times. And I did a Hedera video in the morning. So you get a lot of David today. I see a lot of people. I don't know. The RSI to me looks fine on the weekly. Right? We're kind of following suit on price action. Right? High or low. Higher low. This was a lower low, and then we put in a higher low here. So we're kind of back on track. I'm not too concerned. Obviously, short-term price action. Just be careful with your leverage. And so, yeah.
ETH is getting obliterated right now. So I'm going down the list of alts here. I mean, ETH down 5%. It's right at that $4,000 mark. We haven't been under there in a little while. I think it's been like 2 weeks. So
39.52 is a good level to watch.
So you had 927 was the last time we were under 4,000, and even we were only under 4,000 or 925, excuse me. We were only down under 4,000 for 1 day. And so under 1,000 for 1 day this month, and we're right there. Should be very, very strong support. So I don't think if as long as Bitcoin doesn't get silly and go down to like 114 or something, I think ETH will hold. But also you look at what else is down for the day. You got, let's see, Pancake Swap getting a retracement down 10%. The memes are getting hammered as well. Pepe, Bonk, and Pudgy all down in the top 10 as well. And then you got some other stuff in here hanging out too. So it's not a good day for the alts, unless, of course, you are holding Zcash, which this thing don't play around, it don't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. Get Zcash with it. Anyways, Zcash.
Get Zcash with it.
You know, our favorite rapper.
That's not 50 Cent. But yeah.
P. Diddy.
Your favorite rapper, not mine.
Yeah. He got sentenced. Did you see that?
What?
He got sentenced.
He did? How many years?
5 years.
That's it?
Yeah. Well, they dropped a bunch of charges. Was it like 6 months ago?
Yeah.
But
he was just a baby oil collector, you know, just collecting different variations of baby oil.
I will say, though, even though 5 years is not sufficient, in my opinion, between the time he's going to serve in prison, the 2 years he's already been in there, and then the stain and just complete obliteration of his personal brand, also the impending civil lawsuits, which is gonna just scrape every dollar he's worth. I'll say the retribution, I think, is good. It's fitting, right? I think they could have used him as an example, because I think that people that do what Diddy did or got convicted of, and the charges that he got dropped, I think that they need to be absolutely terrified to do that. And so, obviously, that's not this type of show, but I'll just say that, like, he got hit hard, bro. Had to do some time. He's losing all his money. Reputation's gone. And I wish they would have been a little more stern with him, but just so that way people are just absolutely terrified to do anything in the direction that he did. But
I hope so.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about what we've been talking about on the show. Dash up 41% on the day. When did you make that comment about Dash? Was it like $30 or something?
$30, yes.
Yeah, that's up 35% on the week, 40% on the day. BitTensor, which I've been speaking about ad nauseum, it ran up to $400.
It was looking good this morning.
It was looking real good this morning. Our trade position was looking real good this morning. Still looks pretty good. 170% in the profit currently. I'm riding this thing out to over $460. We did get liquidated on an AVE and our Bitcoin long, but that's okay. And then Zcash, $235. So the question then becomes, one, is the privacy coin meta going to continue? And two, if it is, what are some top privacy coins?
We like spell it out for you here sometimes, man.
Well, you can't spell, to be fair.
We count it out for you. We're talking numbers here, okay? So
the numbers are the
maybe aligning the letters might be a little difficult, but aligning the numbers in my portfolio is very, very advantageous sometimes.
The numbers are the numbers.
The numbers are the numbers. That's right. So is that what you said yesterday?
Yeah.
So
does it continue?
I shot a signal flare off on Zcash, which I got shot down. I told you, guys, pay attention to Dash. I probably wasn't as vocal as I should have been, at least on the channel. I know behind the scenes I was talking about it a lot more here, at least in studio. I'll just say that, like, I mean, we put the correlations together, right? We say, hey, perp tokens are exploding. Here's an example. Like, look here. Binance is blowing up. Like, look at Aster.
Remember?
And now look at PancakeSwap. Remember, we told you, like, hey, pay attention. PancakeSwap could pop off. Boom. Explodes, right? Zcash, pay attention. This seems odd. Pops off. Dash, like, and so I made so much damn money on Dash. It's stupid, bro. I made stupid money on Dash.
I heard they're coming out with a new coin, Zdash.
Yeah, I made some stupid money on
So do you think this trend continues?
like
The privacy trend?
I don't know. I don't think it goes much further than Dash, I'll be honest with you. And I don't think it's going to be sustained. In case y'all didn't know, Dash also very, very comparable to Zcash. It doesn't have the ZK rollups, but Dash does have the optional privacy feature. So proof of work, been around since 2014. If you want, you can transact anonymously, or you can make it transparent. They have I forget the name of it, but they have like a speed priority mode. So it's like a 2-layer blockchain. So one layer is more geared for privacy. There's one that's just for speed. So if you want to prioritize speed, you can pay a slightly higher transaction cost, and your transactions go through faster. And then, or you can have anonymity and have your transactions shielded. And so we see that this is something very comparable to Zcash. Zcash been around since 2016, right? And they were focusing on privacy, and they did ZK rollups. So these things tend to go together. Also, something to keep an eye out for. Maybe this is the start of something new. I kind of kicking myself in the butt. It was Zora. I was looking at Zora, I think it was 2 weeks ago.
It's got listed on Robinhood.
Yeah, I was looking at Zora 2 weeks ago, and then I was like, "What's this about?" I pull it up. It's a social media, blockchain social media platform. Basically, it's like a TikTok version, TikTok or Instagram version on Base. And so I was looking at it, and I just didn't like the social media the way it was running. I forget the exact details, but I was kind of playing around with it, and I was like, it's a good idea. I'm just not really vibing with it, and I just mailed it, right? This was probably 2 weeks ago. Fuck. Anyways, I think this is something to keep an eye out for. It is listed. It did just get listed on Robinhood, so that's probably why. But I would keep a very close eye on this. I find it very intriguing. Have you looked at the Zora page yet?
Yeah, it's the whole coin everything platform, right?
No. It's literally like a social media platform. So take a look. Here, I'll show you. And so with Zora, if you take a look here, and so got it. So this is Zora. So you can post on here. You post your little clips and videos.
And you can like
and so what you do is, as you get more and more views, you get paid out in the Zora token, and so it's kind of interesting because it's what you see in like TikTok and Instagram. And the thing is you're always trying to figure out, like, how do I get paid? How much money do I make? Well, here's a very simple way of going about it. Like here's an example. These are up 300. These are up individually, these posts. So this post has made this person $300. This one $109. This one $280.
Yeah, here. Like I have mine with the. I have my wallet connected, so you can see more of the features.
You're good.
So you can like create something, a video, a picture, and you're essentially tokenizing it.
Yeah.
And then here you can press buy, and yeah, like to the point you said, but.
It's like NFTing your social media posts.
It's like NFTing everything. Like I can get a picture of you,
but the interesting part of it is that it's your social media posts. So if you take a picture of you at the beach, and it's like a nice shot or whatever, or like say you're taking a little video of you taking some shots or popping open champagne. If for some reason people find that attractive or whatever your post, then, you can monetize that to a degree that like way more than you would get from TikTok or Instagram for the amount of viewers that are on there, right? Comparisons. And so it's interesting.
and you can't comment on anything unless you're a token holder. It's interesting.
Yeah. So
I hope I don't run into anything inappropriate here.
Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe we should start posting some stuff on there. What do you think?
Yeah.
Some behind the scenes stuff.
Why not? Yeah. Let's
Give it a
do
shot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was looking into it. I kind of glazed over it. I was kind of like, what is this? What's this about? I'm interested. And yeah, I mailed it. However, this is still number 123 on the market cap list. With the market cap of, what's the market cap here? $487 million. So not even at $500 million. If it were to even get a scratch or a sniff of just some of the success that some of the other big social media platforms have had, I mean, the market cap you could easily 10x.
And this is actively being featured and highlighted by Coinbase.
Yeah.
Jesse Pollock, Brian Armstrong, Coinbase on social media. And so
is it a good time to enter? It just 2x'd?
Probably not.
Probably not. But at this point, you see things running and they just don't slow down, right? If you could have said that about, I think I told you, I was like, hey, probably not a good time to enter on Zcash when it was at a 150, 160. And yet it just kept running. And so, yeah.
All right. Let's talk about, I mentioned privacy coins. Take a look at this. The privacy sector, market cap up 11%. Trading volume has exploded, 2.7 billion. You have obviously your top three. Well, Beldex, no idea what the hell Beldex is, but Monero, Zcash, Dash. I was looking at a few of these. Railgun is very interesting. This is not a vote of confidence for Railgun. This is not something that I have done extensive research on. It's not something I'm buying. It's not something I hold, but it's very interesting. Can I not scroll down? What the fuck? My computer is very laggy. Okay, let's go here. And let's look at Railgun. So this one kind of combines two really hot narratives. It combines the perpetual's future trading narrative and also privacy. So it's a smart contract system that provides privacy and security to crypto and DeFi users via zero knowledge. And their website, it's an ETH-based product. ZK privacy for DeFi. And then you can kind of see what they do here. And this one is currently sitting at a market cap of 228 million. It had a massive rally. Look over the last 7 days, it's 3x. Again, not something that I'm like, hey, yes, I like it, I should buy it. No, it's 3x, and we wait for this thing to cool off. But the privacy sector, man, I mean, I don't know. How long do you think this thing can last? You can go down this list, and I'm on CoinGecko. Go down the list and try to find some ones you can see 200% gain, 60% gain, 100% gain, 200, 35, 70. These are all over the last 7 days. 175% gain, 600% gain on Z Classic. No idea what the hell that is. But I don't know. I know I kind of asked, and I don't know if you answered the question, but do you see this thing continuing, this trend continuing, or do you think there's going to be a shift to some different soon?
It's going to be short. I wouldn't be in any of these. I wouldn't be in Zcash. I wouldn't be in Dash. I wouldn't be in any of these listed for anything more than 3.5, 4 weeks. Basically, by November, I would not have a position on any of these. And that's just from how bull markets work when a certain area or trend or sector becomes frothy. And so, yeah, but I honestly think once, because Zcash is not slowing down, dude. I mean, even with Bitcoin hitting, being where it's at, we saw an initial pullback here. And you look here on the 7-day, it doesn't want to go down. And when it does drop, it's going to be ferocious.
Expialidocious.
Yeah, I mean, when this thing finds its top, which might be 280, 350, I don't know. I mean, historically, Zcash did get up to $700 in 2018. I don't think it gets quite that high. I think something similar to the 2021 high would probably be my kind of top expectation, which was $300. So I think if this thing gets to 300, it will more than likely top there. The reality of it is that we can sit here and say that privacy and security is coming to the forefront, and I'm not saying it's not, but for it to get a price accumulation, you see here on the right side, from $50, from $40 to 230. The market's just going to pull back. It does this every time. And it could be Zcash, it could be Bitcoin. I mean, if Bitcoin 5x'd, if it went to $650,000 in the span of 3 weeks, I'd be like, there's going to be a massive pullback. That's just how charts work. Will it go back under $100? I don't think so. At least not in the next, I would say, 6 to 8 months. But I want to go one more circle back to Dash, bro. And the thing that I think is going to make this thing absolutely explode is Dash is sitting at number 120 in the market cap list. What's going to happen here is that this thing is going to get ever closer to the $700,000 market cap. And when it does, because it's currently at 547,000. When this thing, because I mean, look at the top gainers here on, you got Zora followed by Dash, and it's relatively close in the 24 hours. So what it's going to do is it's going to get to that $50 mark, which puts it around the $50, $55, I think, will put it into the top 100. Once it hits the top 100, everyone that looks at CoinMarketCap and looks at CoinGecko, and they see that Dash is in the top 100 and it's up however many percent over the week and the month, then people are going to pay attention and be like, oh, that's the next Zcash. I just don't think enough people have keyed in on it, especially if Zcash keeps running, right? So if Zcash gets to 300, Dash gets into the top 100, and Dash is ultimately at $60 or whatever it is. I could see Dash climbing up the list to top 50, bro. Top 60. That's it's a 4x from where it is now. It puts Dash about $200. You're wondering where Dash has historically been on price. I'm not trying to make this a Dash show, but I'm just trying to throw some stuff out here at you. But you look at where it's been at historically, over $1,000 back in 2017. Will it get there? No. But 2021, it was at $400.
Can I just pat myself on the back real quick?
What you got?
Is that okay?
Perhaps.
I would like to take this moment to pat myself on the back. Unless you want to give me a quick pat. You want to give me a quick pat?
No, unless you are a baby or a choking individual at a restaurant. I will not. But you are kind of like a baby, though.
I put out a video yesterday, top 7 altcoins with the highest upside, and I uploaded it to X, and I tagged the coins I talked about. I talked about Hedera, XLM, BitTensor, Sire, Hydrex, Zcash, and Eigenlayer. And, well, we take a look at Hydrex, and of course, right, the Trump thing. Hydrex, and shout out to Brokiyoshi. He put this on my radar. Today, this thing had rallied 50%, okay, while the markets were kind of down. Sire, from yesterday, the video came out, open, 2-wick high. This thing rallied 32%. And then BitTensor, obviously, we got up to that $400 level, the number 2 gainer on the top 24 hours. And so you guys know, those of you that are watching the show for a while, there's certain alts that Rob continuously talks about nonstop. And there's like a few that I continuously talk about nonstop. And one of those has been BitTensor. And the thesis has been very clear. I've said it multiple times on the morning show, in videos, during the trading show, the halvings coming up, emission cuts. Now with Ocean Pro, some happened there, bro. Like some nasty happened.
They saw that I
No, they didn't see that.
They saw my post-mortem,
Something-
and I said, hey.
Something.
I said, guys.
They didn't.
I said, look. ASI, Artificial Superintelligence Alliance. Why the hell you have that long-ass name? Don't know. But anyways, you are dead to me. I wrote you off. And 2 days later, Ocean Protocol said, we heard Big Rod speak. We out of here, man. We can't do it. Yeah, but the thing was, is that, honestly, you knew that was coming, right? All jokes aside,
You knew
is
that
that
was coming? I didn't know.
No, I didn't know that the separate. I didn't know Ocean Protocol, but you knew that it was coming unwound, right? If you have an AI pump and AI projects are making crazy all-time highs back in January, if you, or it was like January, December, I don't know, whenever it was, but AI absolutely killing it, making millionaires left and right. And the number one project just kept losing value, going down and to the right. What the hell makes you think that it's going to come back the next time? Right? It's if all of a sudden XRP broke all-time highs, like say XRP got to $8 and XLM was down 40%,
There's a problem.
I'd be like, okay, this ain't good. And so that's where how I derived to that.
Something nasty happened. Something very nasty happened. You're seeing
You lose money, nasty things happen.
You're seeing
If we had a
dirt throwing from both sides.
If we started a business and then let's say the business, like we merged our business with another one, if all of a sudden we lost 90% of our value, we're going to fight with each other. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to happen. There's going to be things to fight about. There's going to be decisions that were made that you look in hindsight and be like, that was your dumbass idea. And then, like, that's what's going to happen. And so when a company falls from grace and it was a merger of 3 companies and people are going to want answers, they're just going to point the finger. Now, I'm sure everyone had good intentions, or maybe they didn't. Maybe someone was stealing. Maybe someone was just lazy. I don't know. Maybe someone was taking advantage of the situation. But the reality of it is the AI space was booming. They got left out. And now, 6 months later, here we are. No reversal in sight. They're dead.
You know,
there's no chance for them now, especially with Ocean Protocol. No, zero
founder
chance.
of Ocean Protocol has been speaking with Barry Silbert, and there is rumors swirling around that Ocean is going to become a BitTensor subnet, which would be huge. And so, man,
but maybe you don't want that juju on there, bro.
If you were with us buying BitTensor,
the last time they joined another network, what happened?
But it's not a network.
I'm a man of superstition and science.
Anyways,
sometimes I lean science, sometimes I lean superstition.
What? Anyways, Jesus.
It's like, you ever had like a friend where he like finds a girlfriend but then like her ex-boyfriend or ex-husband that like killed himself, and then she finds a new husband, and then you're like, hey man, careful dude. Last husband offed himself. I don't trust him.
There's one person I know of that has a very interesting track record with ex-husbands.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, man.
You know what I'm talking about?
And the last time this man did the last time Ocean Protocol did a business partnership and joined another network.
But it's not.
It killed itself.
It's not a partnership. It's like launching a.
It was a merger.
Like,
it was literally a partnership.
No, it's not.
No, I'm talking about the original one.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. The subnet. Yeah, no, I know. I'm a stretch to put the dots together, but I'm just saying, from a superstitious standpoint, maybe you blacklist them. Be like, no, you ain't allowed up in here, bro.
Anyways, can I just get my point out, like just quick? If you're buying BitTensor with us at $300, you're gonna do very, 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 very well. I don't know why I threw in the last bit very well, but let's take a look here. Big things are happening while everyone's freaking out about a price correction. $1.3 trillion Morgan Stanley removes all restrictions on Bitcoin and crypto investment for all clients.
There it is.
Yesterday, friend of ours, Deluxe. She loves selling the Deluxe.
Okay.
She's like, hey.
And he's not talking about the lot lizards down the street.
Her name starts with a K. She's like, hey, I got like, 600K in my 401. I want to move 10K into Bitcoin. Like, how do I do it? I said, are you looking to just like make money when the price goes up? Yes. Beautiful. IBIT and just move money over. How does it work? The same way a stock works. If the price of Bitcoin goes up, the price of each share goes up, and then you make money that way. So in my opinion, the savvy investors, the ones that have had their eye on Bitcoin, the ones that are logical, they're sitting there, they're like, okay, I didn't want to buy it at 125. I'll buy it at 115, and it gets back to 125. You do the math, that's a 6% move to the upside. And it's not just $1,000, $2,000. This is 10 grand, 50 grand, $1 million, 10 million. And so 6% in a 2-week time frame is a lot, is a big return. And so you're starting to see that. And now with news like this, what you're seeing on your screen, it's going to continue to happen. You also had this. $5.1 trillion asset manager State Street says 60% of institutional investors plan to increase their allocation in Bitcoin and crypto.
Holy dog crap, that is amazing. Wow. I'm excited. I'm just genuinely excited.
No, you're not.
Kind of retarded too, but I'm excited.
Definitely retarded.
Yeah. Thank you.
That's retarded. Look retarded, act retarded. You are retarded.
Hold on, man. They just brought the word back. We can't drop it so many times, man.
Why not? Where's Nathan? Nathan would used to always give us money when I said that word. Nathan, where are you?
You can't.
Nathan,
you gotta accelerate slowly to get on the freeway.
No Jimmy. They left us, bro. Shout out to you that are still here.
Hey, can we just I want to test the chat out here. I just want to test you guys, okay?
Test them.
Just drop a 1 in the chat if you're alive and you got a keyboard. I just want to see if we got 200.
I want to see if you're alive.
We got 250 people. Let's see how many ones we get to chat. Normally we say like pick a direction, this question or that question. It's simple. We just want to know, does your keyboard work? If your keyboard works, put a 1 in the chat. If your keyboard doesn't work, buy a new phone. Thank you. Wow. Let's see if we can get 2. You think we can get 300 ones?
Probably not.
Probably not.
Oh.
I feel like there's somebody that's going to, someone's going to purposely put a 2 in there. I already know it.
Dude, check this out. Do you remember, this was not too long ago, about 35 minutes ago, you said, be careful shorting. Trump's going to come out and announce something. Well, can you read that headline?
President Trump will be speaking at both 3 and 5 p.m. today, including an announcement. He didn't say what it was about, right?
No. People are expecting, though, it's about the China thing.
There's a lot of ones in here.
Yeah.
Still not.
People are alive.
Still not 200 ones, but okay.
Ant-Art. Like Antarctica. Also, Ahmad. Bubashah. What's up, bro? 2 for Rob. Guys, I'll be doing a trading show in 10 minutes. I'll be joining TradeFi on his show in an hour and 10 minutes. So I'm excited. A lot of content today from David. See if we can hunt some trades today. Very interesting. I do want to share this. Rob, remember we talked about when staking goes live on the ETFs? Take a look at this, dude. Now, given this was from a couple days ago, October 6th, Grayscale staked 32,000 ETH today. October 7th, Grayscale staked 857,000 ETH, valued at $3.8 billion. This trend is going to continue. This is something that was so easy to see, right? That was so easy to project forward. Why would you not want to? You can make money when the price goes up, but you can also make money from staking rewards. 3 to 5% for institutions, man. I mean, that's massive. Ultimately, what's going to happen is this is going to remove a lot of potential sell pressure. And if things start happening on ETH and you start seeing more transactions and more people trading and buying and selling, token becomes inflationary, coupled with what you're seeing, it could have a massive rise. You take a look at a project like Solana. shitload of activity. Token becomes deflationary. And now, once it's live with staking, institutional staking with higher APY as well. Keep your eye on that meta moving forward. Alts with ETFs that are proof of stake and what their APY is. And obviously their tokenomics if deflationary or if there's a hard cap. So any comments on this?
No.
Let's talk about banks. Global banks join forces to explore a one-to-one reserve-backed digital currency. This is from Bankless. The group, including Santander, Bank of America, Barclays, BNP Paribas, Citi. You have, I believe, JP Morgan Chase is part of it, or not JP Morgan Chase. Anyways, Deutsche Bank, Goldman Sachs, and so forth. They're studying the feasibility of issuing a reserve-backed digital asset. The proposed digital reserves would exist on public blockchains, creating a transparent, interoperable settlement layer for institutional and retail transactions alike. This is going to be a stable coin backed one-to-one again. Now, it's going to be available in the public market. And, well, you can ask yourself, well, who's the biggest beneficiary? And, well, it's going to be Chainlink, right? Because they connect private and public. Who's going to be the layer one that's going to get a majority? Is it ETH? I think it's really up to 2, ETH and Solana, unless you want to throw a third layer one in the race there. ETH and Solana make the most sense, correct?
It's the only thing that I feel confident just holding through the current stage of the bull market, right? I would say all other layer ones, and I'm not talking about like the ecosystem plays in subset layer ones, but outside of ETH and Solana, I just don't feel comfortable holding through a bull market, right? I don't know where Cardano's going to be at 6 months from now. Now, I have a deep-rooted suspicion it'll be a lot higher than it is now. However, I do think that it'll likely be outperformed by Solana. And even ETH, I feel very confident in. I think the downside risk to ETH is negligible at this moment. I'm not buying ETH, but the users, the dApps, the ecosystems are centralized in between ETH and Solana. To a lesser degree, BNB. I think it's a little washy-washy. Does that make sense?
Washy-washy.
A little washy-washy on
Wishy-washy?
BNB.
Washy-washy.
Wishy-washy. Anyways, that's where the activity is, man. And until I start seeing the activity and the users move, I got to stay in those two ecosystems, man. Now, I'll make short-term money on trends in the same way that I was talking about securities, Zcash. I'm like, hey, where's other plays? Same thing when it came to BNB. Hey, what's some other plays? Like, you know what? BNB's network is ramping up. You know, maybe pancake swaps are good. And anyways, like, there's some little things that you start seeing pop off. If you time yourself early enough, you can make some money on some other plays when the market signals it. Yeah.
Very interesting, man. Very interesting. All right, that'll do it for the morning show. Stay in here. You'll be redirected to the trading show, which I need about 5 minutes. So give me 5 minutes, and we'll break down some charts. That's all I got. Gina, roll the outro. Thank you. See you in 5 minutes. Bye.
Sin City Crypto. Cassius Cuvée. Yeah. Sin City Crypto. Everybody know what we here for. Entertainment and info. Gonna show you how to get that big dough. So every day stay tapped in. For big facts, no capping. With Bitcoin, if you're in, then you win. We divide the pie with no fraction. It's Big Rob, David. I spit the game, but they gave it. Name the coin that's your favorite. I got dry powder, why save it? To the OGs, new beginners. Special shout out to the well members. Buy the dip, sell winners. Ain't really nothing you can tell sinners. Tune in for the latest new flavors. They gonna teach us mean coins. They polarizing like barbecue chicken pizzas. I laugh with a major grin. Laggers, we trade them in. Baddies, they came to sin. And sinners gon' play to win. Screaming hola, till my bags are flowing over. Hold ya to the moon and to the solar. Won't I? Don't be let